Well, licensed professional counselor Keisha Simmons is here to talk a little bit about a new law that just went enacted actually August 1st when it comes to providing mental health screenings at public schools across the state. Keisha joins us. She's with the Family Connection Center. She joins us to dig a little deeper into the law and what it means for parents and children. Keisha, you've got a number of calls about this. So what's this law all about?
Well, first off, the purpose of the law is to allow or to authorize schools to provide more mental health services. But here's the thing, Jeff, what I really want to address is first, it's not a mandate.
Okay.
So that's really been the biggest concern with parents. Are they going to force us? Absolutely not. The law is strictly an authorization for schools to administer mental health screenings. In fact, the school board has to vote on it. And again, like you stated, it just went into effect August 1st, so hadn't been a whole lot of talk about it just yet, right? So just remember, it's not a mandate, it's just authorization.
Okay. What was really the purpose of creating this law in your opinion?
Well, the rise in mental health needs in schools, and sometimes students have and families have a hard time getting the support, right? Going into counseling. So as typical with schools, wherever schools can help, they try to help. And so this is another way for them to help. And this law gives schools authorization to do mental health screenings, if they choose to. Now,
are there any provisions in the law to make sure the student's information is kept private?
Absolutely. I'm glad you asked. A couple things. Number one, it requires parental consent, so we just can't screen kids if we decided to adopt the services. You can't just screen kids. But the privacy of it is it's only to be shared with the parent and the student. Okay. So that information can't be used for instructional purposes, for academics, or discipline. It's only shared between the parent and the student. And the law also states that within 30 days of notifying the parents, the clinician should discard of the results. So it shouldn't be lingering around anywhere.
Yeah. The assessment tools will come from the Louisiana Department of Health. What will those tools be?
Well, it's up to the Louisiana Department of Health, right? And so what they'll probably do, depending on the need, so they have a library of that stuff, and so it's just going to depend on the need that's presented from the schools on what the schools will actually screen on or what they'll look for.
And I was going to ask you earlier, but you kind of answered the question about the fact that it won't affect a child's academic standing or anything. This has nothing to do with that. It's just to help them get through whatever they may be getting through.
Strictly mental health, And here's the thing too, Jeff. There has to be a clinician, so you need a license in order to do this screening, because that was another concern. I think somebody posted on Facebook asking, how would this affect some of the other positions in schools? And most importantly, you need a license. So anybody just can't administer a mental health screening. So that's something to think about too.
Where will they hold this? At the school, or do they have to go somewhere away from school?
If the school board adopts this program, then chances are they either have a clinic at school, or it may be, at a satellite office. I don't know. That's certainly an option. That's an option.
Keisha, always good to talk to you. Thanks for the info.
Likewise, Jeff.